News 4 is celebrating Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and we want to tell you about a local fashion designer who's breaking barriers, becoming the first Chinese American to win the title Mrs. DC, a pageant for married women. News 4's Amy Cho reports on the obstacles this trailblazer had to overcome.
Competing in a pageant is a journey. For Anchyi Wei, this sash is a symbol of where she's going. But it's also a reminder of where she's been.
Just struggling with, trying to find myself all throughout these years, my identity.
She moved here from Taiwan when she was 9, not knowing any English and struggling to fit in.
People would say it's ugly. It's very disturbing for a child to be hearing these things growing up. But I always knew that I was better than that, so I had to, just shed that away from me.
Through the years, Anchyi has found her calling. She's now a fashion designer and content creator, living on Capitol Hill with her husband and son. Anchyi says she never saw herself as a pageant person, but others convinced her to compete.
It was during that time where there was so much AAPI crimes that was happening, and I was very upset. I wanted to make a statement that us as Asians, we are also part of this community.
Earlier this month, Anchyi became the first Chinese American to win the title. As Mrs. DC, she plans to speak about environmental issues like sustainability in fashion. In November, she'll represent DC at the national pageant.
I still have a lot to learn for sure. This is bigger than myself. Winning, I wanted to represent the Asian community.
Using a crown and lifting up a community. As this pageant winner begins the next chapter of her journey. Amy Cho, News 4.
The Mrs. DC pageant had to be virtual this year, of course, due to COVID. The national pageant will take place in person in Vegas in November.